Guys, so I'm going to show you how to edit on Wikidata. So the first thing you'll have to do is type in your URL, type wikidata.org, as you can see here at the very top. And then you'll have a web page like this. Make sure you log in with your Wikipedia credentials, and then you'll see your username somewhere here. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to help you guys understand how to edit a new item on Wikidata. So the first thing when you edit an article on Wikidata, you have to make sure you search if that article is existing or if it's not existing. So in this case today, we'll be searching for Tumi Ramsden. So as you can see, I've searched. It seems like her article is not there. As you can see here, there are no results matching her name on Wikidata. So that means we can create a new article under Tumi Ramsden, right? So we click here on create new item. So you'll see here you'll be creating this item under English. Her name is Tumi Ramsden, and then description we could say we could say she's let's just double check what she does. So she's usually an MC. So I'll say she's a veteran for radio broadcaster, right? So we'll say that she's a radio broadcaster. Let me write that. So just an FYI, just make sure when you search these people's names, you capitalize their names and the wording is correct so that when you create the item is actually accurate and the spelling is correct. So usually she's called Dumi. She's also known as Dumi. So this is what it means here. Alias means what is this person also known as. So she's usually just called Dumi. So for example, if we were to maybe create a new item under Udirle Sinto, we were going to have Udirle Sinto here. And then here under aliases, we would say the person is also known as V Mampizi, right? So in this case, we're working on an article under Dumi Ramsden. So what she's also known as is her name again, being Dumi. So we'll create it. Click on create. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to identify or give an identity to this article that you are working on. What is it? Is it a human being or what is it? Is it an animal or plant or whatever? So you click under statement. So the first thing you have to do when you edit your articles is to create an instance of that item. So we click on instance of, and then we say this article is about a human, right? So we click on human and then we publish. So the next thing will be adding items or properties about this person to create more context about this article under Dumi Ramsden. So we click on add statement again. So there's no kind of like chronological order or kind of like arrangement on how you edit. You can choose however you want to edit your articles. It could start with date of birth or that person's surname or country of citizenship. There's no order that you could is kind of like made up, but all you have to know is the first thing you have to have when you start editing is to identify what you are editing, that is instance of human, and then following up from there, it's just up to you how you would like to arrange your statements from there. So her gender, she's female. I'll click on gender, so we'll say she's female, and then we publish. This is because I know she is. So and then we add another statement. So usually you'll get like suggestions of things that you can edit. So there's an article here that I found about Dumi Ramsden. So when you edit a person, that person has to be notable. They have to be good resources that kind of like share information about this person that you're editing. So currently I found this article maybe from Google. So it says she's famously known as Dumi. So this is the AKA name that I put there. I think you guys remember that. This is the one that I put here. That she's also known as Dumi. So this is more of like the popular name that the person is known by. So I'm just trying to fish for more information of where Dumi could be born, how old is she, and what has she done. So as you can see here, it says this on this article, it says she was born in Gaborone. So I'll go here on the Wikidata article and say place of birth, and then I click on Gaborone. So it's always very important as you edit your articles. It's important to always add references of where you're getting this information. So in this case, I'd like to show you on how to add a reference. So you click on reference, then you go here to add reference. So in this case, we will be adding that link of the article that we found online that is about Dumi Ramsden. So I'll say reference. You click on reference URL, right? You type in reference URL and then it pops out. You click on it, and then we'll go to this article. We copy the whole entire string or the whole URL. Then you copy C it, and then you paste it here, and then you click on add. And then after adding the string or the URL, you'll publish. Now that is how you add your references. So we continue furthermore to add more statements or build more content about Dumi. So her family name is Ramsden. So because of her surname is already there, we will say, okay, let me go to her article again. Let's just confirm. So I'm trying to fish for more information about her. Okay, I'll add her family name as Ramsden, right? Yes, and then we publish because this is her current surname. And then we add another statement. It could be occupation. So as you heard on this article that I found here, it says she's a very well-known media personality, businesswoman, public speaker, MC. So you can add maybe 3 or 4 occupations that she has done. So I'll continue here and say she's a media personality. There we go. And then I publish. And then if this person that you're editing, they have like a wide range, like to me, they have a wide range of, sorry, they have a wide range of occupations that they do. You'd add value, you add another job that they do. You click on add value to add more of the jobs that they do. Then we click on radio, you type radio. Radio personality. Let me say presenter so that it's more clearer. So we'll click there and then we publish. And then I like to add another value. As you see here, it says she's a businesswoman, communications practitioner. So I'll just say for now she's a public speaker and add that one. So public. So you'd still go to add value, right? And then you'll be adding that person's occupation again. Public speaker. Yeah, that's the one. And then we publish. So just to give more context about the types of properties that you can edit about the person that you guys will be working on, I'd like to show you a more of like a well edited article on what kind of properties you guys could do, so just that you can mimic or get ideas on the types of statements you guys can work on. So here's an article about Kim Kardashian. You can see somebody started, we always start with the instance of she's human, and then somebody put a reference there. Let me proceed to other statements. So you see people added her gender, country of citizenship, birth name, given name, and then given name, it's Kimberly, as you can see. I think this is her middle name. And then family name, Kardashian, birth, date of birth, they put it there with references, of course, place of birth, and then reference, they said Los Angeles, father, they put their name, mother, sibling, spouse, married partners, they put them there, the children, a number of children, family, native language. So in this case, as we are working on Dumi Ramsden, we could say native language is Setswana. Languages that this person speaks, English, American English. So for us, for Dumi Ramsden, it will be English and Setswana. Writing language, English, of course. And then you remember we added like a few occupations under Dumi Ramsden. There were like 3. So this is what we did. It's very similar to this. And then field of work, I think we could say communications and or a broadcaster under Dumi Ramsden. And then educated at, if you find an article about maybe the person that you'll be editing and you know where they've studied, you'd add their university or high school or secondary or primary school. And then add definitely the references also. Residence, if you know if they stay in Gaborone, you can put that too. And then you can definitely see how in detail or how comprehensive the properties you can add here. You can add the signatures if somebody has shared the signatures online, and then the eye color of the person that you'll be editing, you can add. If you know the eye color, you can add, if it's dark brown, the hair color, mass, what they weigh, if they've published that somewhere. And then I like to go on to height. If you know the height, also you can put it there. If they own a business and you know their official websites, you can put them there too. I would like to go on further, and we have here under social media followers, if you have handles for these people, social media platforms, you can add them there. You can take their names from those social media handles and paste them here. Yep, so that's pretty much it. So in a case where you find, let's say as I've already created Dumi Ramsden's article, and you find some properties missing, you can definitely come in here and add and improve the article definitely. Let's say, for example, maybe Oteng wants to come and visit this article and they wanted to add her hair. What kind of hair does Dumi Ramsden have? We'll say black hair, and then they would publish. So this is how usually you'd edit, but it's not like all the time there would be references for your article, but it's really good to kind of like add references whenever you can. If some things are well known, maybe there's a picture that kind of like shows these features of that person you're editing. It's always good to kind of like also um, um, edit how that person looks like, for example, hair or their eyes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If